Well, it's been a while, but he actually got the hero that he wanted. Gorgs gets his Wisp after a few weeks, and the Dragon Knight pick, which I haven't seen them play at all, so very interesting to see. Also, the hero we've seen the captain Gorgs run almost every draft they get their hands on at the Dazzle, so that's actually picked up by Happy Branches. What do you think so far here, Cody?
So far, kind of like both. Words and Base got their Wisp, so should be able to do some work with that. But on the other hand, Happy Branches got a Zeus, which Zeus, in my opinion, this patch is just insane. Ever since they added Aether Lens, he just does so much damage. It's insane.
Yeah, I think the Dragonite pickup might just be because they have a stand-in. Their normal mid player isn't B-Dunk isn't playing tonight, so they have a throwback player from the old Whip days. They have Hunter in, so maybe Dragonite sets up his alley, and he'll likely be taking the mid role. So that might explain that seemingly out of nowhere Dragonite pick. But yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Zeus, I don't know, man. Maybe it was the retexture, maybe it was the Arcana release, but definitely the Aether Lens. He's been a lot stronger than previous patches. So
10 seconds to go.
I don't know. How do you feel if that's mid versus mid matchup, Zeus Dragon? What do you think comes up ahead?
Personally, I'm gonna favor the Zeus just because he's ranged. He got the burst damage, and typically Dragonite is better against right-click heroes with his health regen, but against like magic, he's not gonna do so well. I don't think, unless they put the Iowa with him mid. They could dual mid, but then the Dazzle will just go mid as well. It'll be 2-on-2. So
yeah, I don't know that the Dragonite's the ideal pair that they're looking for here. The Dragonite Wisp, but we'll see what else they look, because I don't think you want to really. I don't think you want to run them to dual mid. I agree with you. And the hero that Wards and Bases tried to pick almost every single match is actually picked against them. The Earth Spirit. Oh, well that makes sense because Nox isn't here either, and he's the one who typically plays him, so that makes sense as well. So a little bit unorthodox drafts coming out here. So I do like the bans though. Very good bans. LD, Death Prophet, Spectre, Undying, obviously just for early game. And the AA ban also, just to kind of mitigate what Wisp brings. And I guess now the Healing Ward too for Juggernaut, which has become kind of like a safety net pick for them.
yeah, that's Franz Juggernaut. Saw that almost every single game.
Yeah. I'm really curious to see what they pair. I mean, that's got to be only one core left, right? They're looking for offlane, I imagine. I mean, Dragonite mid, safe lane the Jug, and then offlane. So, because they can't have their Ricky anymore. No Ricky in captain's mode. So, sad times.
Yeah, it'll probably be an offlaner and then finish off with a support.
Is this a core Earth Spirit, or is this a support? Do you think?
I think it's either offlaner, support, or spirit.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be a core. But the good thing that I like about this game is Zeus has even a bigger reason to buy. I forgot the damn item name again.
Aetherland?
Yeah. No, not besides that. The one that you could use it on yourself or enemies, and it makes you like immune to juggle.
Oh, Ghost Scepter or E-Blade.
Yeah, Ghost Scepter and turn it into an E-Blade.
Yeah.
He has even a bigger reason to get that now, because he can not only save himself, but throw that on somebody else, and increased magic damage will just completely obliterate that IO if he's anywhere close.
I mean, I've seen the Ghost Scepter, but E-Blade Zeus, I mean, that's few and far between, but that'd be badass to see, no doubt. That'd be awesome.
Oh, I've seen it before. A guy like completely destroyed us with it. Yeah.
Yeah, if he gets a good start, which he's definitely capable of. We actually had a game last night where it looked like an Ember Zeus matchup, which is not favorable for the Zeus. They ended up picking a Storm against him for mid, and Zeus just destroyed He got Aether Lens, Octarine Core, Refresher, and it was some vicious work here. And so I actually we saw a support Weaver picked up a couple nights ago. So I'm assuming this is a carry Weaver, a safe lane Weaver, but I've been
Yeah,
pretty...
I would hope so, and I hope he rushes a Deso, not like the last game we saw where both teams like skipped a Deso on like a Clinks and everything. It's
Yeah.
Deso's too good. You got to get it.
Yeah, it's
If
cheap
I
as
was
ever, too.
Wards and base, if I was Wards and base here, I would have went with the Slardar offlane instead of the Tide, because then you have your ult for Weaver, and the physical damage with a Jug and a DK, you would just completely wreck their team. But they go with the Tide, more team fight, not bad, but would have went with Slardar.
Yeah, I think that might just be a comfort pick too, because I'm gonna assume that Alex is gonna take that just because he's very, very, very comfortable with the hero. I mean, yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think Slardar would have been nice too, but I mean, you got to assume at some point the Weaver's likely gonna pick up a Linken's, right? Whether it be Deso first or Linken's first. That's pretty standard on him, so maybe just felt it wouldn't be worth it, or just more comfortable with the Tide.
Yeah, I mean, Tide's definitely going to be good late game because double Ravage.
Yeah.
And if they can get a Ravage on the Dazzle and kill him right away, it's going to be good.
Have you seen Egg Scepter on Tide yet?
This is a Zeus offlane and a TA mid.
Whoa.
It's either a Zeus offlane or a carry Zeus Weaver offlane, but I would assume Zeus offlane with Ember.
And a Kunkka.
Not Ember.
What is this game? What is this game?
Support Kunkka, man. It's legit.
Yeah. Alex, okay. Very interesting. Well, they have a lot of versatility. They can move, especially for RP branches. They can have really, really different lane setup. I mean, on it, yeah, like you said. I mean, you could put most of these heroes in any lane and they'd be okay. But I guess they just want to see the matchups, have a TP scroll, and switch it up if need be here.
Yeah, I'm just really worried for Happy Branch's late game because they're so squishy. And as we saw before, a Dragon Knight completely owns a TA.
Yeah.
So late game, they're just gonna Wards and Base is gonna be too tanky, whereas Happy Branches they're squish. So they need to get a Deso on Weaver and TA and just non-stop team fight, push and take towers, and end the game by like 30 minutes. I would say if it goes any later, probably game.
Zeus. Yeah, offlane Zeus, man. Not worried about getting that early bottle. He's got double mangoes to start this one off.
He doesn't have the Arcana though. It's sad face.
Ultimate disadvantage. The cosmetic.
He does have
plays.
the Mario jump though.
That's huge.
Good.
Get them coins.
Yeah, I love that they added it in there.
Dude,
Zeus's and Shadow Fiend's taunt are the best. Tides is pretty annoying too. I remember we played a game.
Super troll.
Yeah, we played a game. I think it was actually against Wards and Base. And, they were Radiant and Tide. All he did in the off lane is like use his taunt in lane. Like never came up the last hit. Nothing. He was just like swimming around, and I'm just like, this dude is like taunting us. We need to kill this. Kill this freaking dude.
It was like
it's pissing me off.
Team Unknown, like they just use the taunts all the time or drop items in lane, just to troll.
Yeah.
Just vicious stuff. Oh, okay, and Zeus has the Immortal though, so that's gonna help him out a lot. Adds extra damage. Wards and Base doing the classic offlane block. They'll just take their respective runes on each side and go their separate ways. We saw a lot more aggression yesterday, actually. I'm kind of surprised here. Yeah, Alex will take over the Tide in the offlane here. 8 tangos, lots of regen and a ring of protection, just for good measure here. Gorg's just a nice lane warrior.
That item that I hate, Fairy Fire.
Why do you hate it? Oh, just because it pisses you off. You
It's
can't finish off
annoying.
kills.
Yeah, you're like, okay, I got the right click.
Get it
I'm a backup.
yourself then, man.
Nope.
Saved my ass numerous times already, but it's also preventing kills. It's karma. It goes both ways.
I've bought it before, but
I think
I haven't
roll
played the
Boulder
game
in first
2
level.
months,
This is
so.
just going to be a lot of harass. They're not going to be able to take him down. So they got 2 shared tangos, so He's going for the bottle rush, but it's still quite a bit away. That's just gonna help T8 a lot. Just gonna get another free wave of creeps here. What do you think about the Zeus off lane with against the tri lane here?
I basically think he gets caught out, he's dead.
Well, yeah.
If they get X on him, X into Torrent with the spin and then the slow from the tether, I think he's just dead.
Speaking of dead, they're going on Alex here. I don't think they have enough to kill him. He's got plenty of. He's got a point into Kraken Shell. Get an early point in the Poison Touch just to get more harass on. But he's got so much regen, he's not really worried about it. So Tri-Lane's just trying to secure the farm for the carries, which is.
I think that was a little bit of a miscommunication though. Fine, there we go. The Weaver comes in. He should be dead now.
Oh yeah, they're diving him. There's one more hit, and they're not going to get it in TP
11
rotation.
health.
Frankie comes in.
Yeah, they need the Weaver in better position if they're going to do that. Because it's just lack of communication. They're not communicating with their carry, telling him, you know, we're going to go on this guy. So the carry's just farming away, doing his thing, and then he's like, oh, wait, what's going on, guys?
Yeah, literally one more right click would have sealed Alex's fate there.
Yep.
So.
And he didn't actually get the Sakuchi damage onto the Tide. So if he got that, he was definitely dead.
Alex just walks back to base. He's gonna use his teleport scroll and get back. And if you look, he consumed the fairy fire, so preventing another kill. Yeah, I mean, the Zeus is gonna get levels, but like you said, man, if he gets caught out, like it's pretty much just done. Not like the Wisp has a lot to hold him down, and the Kunkka TP'd out, so it's not as bad now. But I mean, he has boots now, which helps a lot actually. But I mean, he's just throwing an Arc Lightning here and there just to get some CS.
For the temple.
Yeah, TA is just destroying mid right now. He's got twice as much, twice the CS as the DK.
See Gorg drawn on the map, telling Alex to go do the new camp.
Yeah, that's something it changes the offlane a little bit, depending on your hero. I mean, it's personally I like to grab an Iron Talon, just whenever the lane's pushed out to the tower, just go back, take out that big camp, and they're gonna go on Alex again, but he's gonna be okay. They really don't have anything for him. As far as the offlanes go, man, the offlane Zeus has twice the levels as the Tidehunter, so. And 3 times the CS, so quite a difference already. Going through a lot of lengths here, Happy Branches, is just to kind of secure the ruins. Did you happen to notice the logo for Happy Branches, by the way?
Yeah.
They didn't have one last. I covered them last week and they didn't have a logo, so I just literally just Googled Happy, or I can't remember what, like cool branches or I don't know, something stupid, and I got the picture.
And then gave it the glasses.
Well, no, it had the glasses, and I just put ×4 there, and this actually might be first blood here. Your boy got caught out, and that's really easy. They had 3, and they really only needed 2. Franz gets first blood on the Zeus up top. Yeah, and like in the first game, they saw it and they laughed because they had the stream going, and then they just took it and used it for game 2. Page skills, too good.
Top towers taking hits.
Well, the tri-lane's definitely doing what they were designed to do. Both of the carries, just chugging away with the farm, and you got your wish, man. Weaver picked up a Mithril Hammer first, not even boots. Deso immediately. Ask and you shall receive.
One thing I don't see a lot nowadays is like the attack animation cancel, the last hit. I remember when I didn't know how to do it, and I would play against somebody who was really good and could do it, and I'm like, this is bullshit, and then I learned how to do it. Pretty good.
Honestly, I think I see it more in pubs.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm watching this Weaver, and he's like not doing it at all.
Well, finally, the wave pushes the tower, and Alex can try to maybe attempt to get some CS here.
There we go.
At least help
That's
get
the rune I want TA to get. TA has a haste. Needs to go make something happen now.
Well, they're gonna try to take Zeus actually, and the Earth Spirit rotate in. They're gonna be able to take out the Kunkka, but collateral damage is coming in. That's just a double kill. By far not worth it. Oh, it actually gets denied though, the Earth Spirit. The poison campers, they come in and snipe the kill. Yeah, definitely. We're not expecting. They really I think they underestimate what the Wisp does even early level, like early on. Especially with Jug getting free farm and now 2 kills. Like it's very fast. You got phase boots, a lot of damage coming out early. Blade Fury level 3.
Yeah, that was a really good torrent too, right before he died. That's it. Set it up.
So you don't have faith in the late game capabilities of the Weaver, TA, and Zeus?
Against Jug, DK, and Kunkka, I do not.
Yeah.
If the support, if it goes long enough, Kunkka could just get like crit, and all of a sudden, you know, I've seen a Kunkka that gets super tanky and has crit, and he just like obliterates your team. You can't kill him.
Sure. He's not going that route though. But I mean, as the game goes on, it's definitely a possibility.
Finally, I was about to say they get a rotation mid here. They can kill this Dragon Knight.
Yeah, he's actually been pretty susceptible to ganks, but they've been fortunate enough not to really have to push the issue. But losing those 2 kills top, they feel the need to pressure a little bit more in the other lane. So they rotated and they killed the Dragon Knight, who wasn't doing all that great to begin with. So this is gonna send him back even more.
Yeah, I wonder if Radiant saw that Kunkka just warded the high ground mid. They should have blatantly just walked to the hill.
Yeah.
And if you check his inventory too, they should have saw that the ward was gone. But I want to know if TA is gonna throw a trap inside Roche pit, because Dire can do Roche soon with the Jug healing ward and the IO.
Oh wow, okay, so he goes for a Maelstrom. The Weaver does. I was very wrong. I thought it was going to be a Deso first item, but... Bassy into Maelstrom, no boots required here, folks. He's just going to rely on the Sakuchi.
Yeah,
Alex
he
actually-
went to farm.
Alex actually picking up level 6 now, so... Ravage is online, but he's not going to be looking to use it anytime soon.
Won't last much longer.
Well, Omni Slash is here, so if he gets just close enough, he just pops his ult. That's his 3rd kill in a row for the Jug, and we're gonna pop Dragon Form, and they're just gonna start pressuring this tower now.
Radiant's top tower is taking hits.
Yeah, they're just trying to make it a little more even since mid's getting crushed.
The Radiant lost the top tower.
So first tower of the game goes in favor of Voice and Base, but
Technical difficulties.
their mid tower isn't looking too pretty though. So TA goes Blink this game, you think? Or does she have to get the Deso since Weaver opted not to?
She for sure should get it SO.
So much summer, but another great torrent.
canceled PvP, too.
Yeah,
Easy tower now.
yeah. Get a kill, get a tower.
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer.
Pretty even game overall.
Dire's mid tower is nothing now.
ED bottom. TA gets that. They could easily go bottom and take that tower, but as we mentioned in previous games, it's not the best tower to get. Much prefer them to go push safe lane.
Looks like TA is gonna go for the Deso. Actually, it could be a Maelstrom, right? No, it's definitely a Deso.
If she goes Maelstrom too, I'm gonna.
have to
I'm
have
gonna
a
be
word with you.
disappointed.
I'm gonna have to have a word with you. And yeah, TA ends up getting the Rune of Destiny here, so I think she's gonna use it to farm safely though, quickly.
Cool story is I actually played on a team with Waga and he played a mid TA, and he completely shit on him. It was awesome.
Yeah,
That's the perks of playing on a team with a 6K player. Got to play with Waga. That was pretty cool.
so I brought up how Iron Talon has become a thing for offlane players. And Alex ends up picking it up too, just so he can get a little more farm, little XP, and take out that hard camp whenever the lane's not looking as nice as it could.
Yeah, when that item first came out, I originally thought it was going to be for carries.
It can be, but it definitely helps. Like if you're playing an offlane and you're just getting absolutely just destroyed in lane, and you need a blink or force staff or some sort of initiation, it's still really cheap, and it really helps out in the long run for sure. So Franz ends up getting another kill up top, taking out the Zeus yet again. He's 1 and 4, but they're not really using him though. He's just sitting and camping that lane.
Yeah, he needs to either go jungle, help push a tower, or just stay near the tower top. He can't be going out that far.
Like right now, when he's running across the river by himself.
I think he's alright though.
In this particular instance, I just found it ironic that as soon as you say that, he does.
Yeah. But I mean, he knows that Jug is like camping that top lane with the IO.
Oh yeah, Franz has no reason to leave. He's got 4 kills and completely free farm for the most part. Plus they finish off that tower. So speaking of tower, another one goes down. Weapon Branches claims a little more bounty gold there. They need it because their supports are just dirt poor right now.
And Zeus is dead again.
Another fantastic torrent here. And Franz with his 5th kill in just a few minutes here. They're going to run down the TA. Fortunately, the Wisp isn't there. And if they get this torrent off...
They could turn this.
No, she has... she's going to... Yeah, oh my gosh, melt damage. So much, so early. This is without a Deso, mind you, too. Refraction comes off cooldown and... Yeah. Turn it around, so 1-for-1 trade. The Kunkka's doing a lot, but he's dying in every engagement though. It's hard for him to find XP.
Yeah, what hurt him there is the IO actually relocated in to get the kill on Zeus, and then he left without taking anybody.
Well,
and TA might be dead.
No, they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna push it with full refraction on, but
EA should have a Deso and about 200. It's good.
Yeah,
pray that Weaver goes a Deso.
At some point.
Weaver gets a Deso, he could just Sakuchi into the back lines and just destroy that IO.
Yeah, I think that was the thought process too, honestly. I mean, that's whenever you see a Wisp, like you think like, something like a Bounty Hunter, like you mentioned the Weaver, something that can just take him out effectively and quickly.
And then you just have Earth Spirit roll in, magnetize everybody, and then your TA and Weaver just do the cleanup.
Yeah, I have a pretty damn good team fight, but there's an ability called Ravage that we have yet to see yet. So, also a very good
he's actually... He's going to mech first though, he's not rushing the blink.
Yeah, I mean, they're not taking team fights, so I don't really see too much of an issue with it. And no one else is going to grab a mech, so... Since he's doing pretty well, I mean, he's got 47 CS, so it's really not too much rush here. But now the Juggernaut in a really tight spot. Another fantastic torrent here, but they're just going to relocate him out.
Yeah, they need to watch, because he's going to tether to the Kunkka.
Yep. Great position. They can cancel that for sure. And they're just going to have to sack the Wisp. I don't know, do you think they could have fought that? Omni Slash was up.
They could have, but they just made the smart play.
Yeah.
Get your carry out.
Well, and Alex is so close to the mech too, so if he can withhold Ravage and have mech online, that'd be a lot more well prepared for the team fight. So yeah, I agree with the call.
And once they get the Deso up on TA,
yeah, she's
which
got it.
It's up.
Yeah, she's got it.
I think you take this tower and then you go Roche. and then you use that to go take.
Well, they might get a couple
the-
heroes here too. Hunter's kind of off on his own here. And they're
Oh,
gonna
he's
pop
dead.
the weave on Dazzle, and there's so much damage. Oh my god, the Dazzle with the melts is so much. Hunkabo comes out, hits 2. But without the DK, I mean they're lacking a lot here. With the sustain they have on 4 epi branches, I don't know if they really want to contest this.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart. The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna sack it. They use the boat.
No, they're gonna fight. Everybody's
Jugs
coming
in.
back.
He's not gonna be able to get that. He's got level 2 Omni, which is great, and they've got Ravage, but alright, well, they're gonna contest it. The Weaver back. They have vision. He uses time lapse to get out. Now Alex caught a ton of. Oh my gosh! Last second gets the Ravage off, so they're gonna hope just to get the TA, but a great refraction. They get the shallow grave off, but not really necessary. And
Wow,
Franz all by
friends.
himself, yeah.
He's melting to that TA.
My gosh. Oh, and Wisp comes in and saves
Kill
him.
the healing ward, boys.
Hunter's back in. Breathe fire doing a lot of damage, but just no one's going down. There's so much sustain on this squad. Yep, they never
Oh,
touch
they
the
didn't
healing ward,
kill.
so the TA will go down. And they're gonna keep
Yeah.
chasing here. And should be able to get the Zeus. Yeah, he's out of mana now. They got earn charges, they got the slow breathe fire, and Franz will finish him off. That's 7 kills already on the jug.
Yeah, that's one of those. I don't know if he. The Weaver is in the trees. I don't know if he accidentally clicked the jug when he tried to kill it, or if he just straight up attacked the jug. But you need to kill the healing ward. Like, jug was getting melted by the TA. That fight was.
Well, not only that, I mean we're still fairly early on into the game. The death timers aren't that long, so you killed the Dragon Knight before the fight started, but you stuck around so long that he revived, TP'd in, popped his ult, and then just started splitting everyone up. And Weaver's actually going Diffusal, man. What do you think about that?
Dire's top tower.
Trying to think what he would use it for. Possibly himself, so he doesn't get X marked.
The
I don't know, I'm not too sure.
Dire their top tower.
Definitely something
Trouble brewing at Radiant's
less
bottom
common.
tower.
Alright, your boy Zeus has his Aether
Dire's
Lens.
top tower's getting beat
Easy
down.
game.
Dire's top tower's gone.
A little bit of a misplay there. Pop by Words and Base. They got a little bit greedy. They wanted to go for the kill
Didn't
instead
get
of
the
just
deny.
taking the easy deny.
Yep.
Now they're about to get destroyed.
Oh my gosh, TA, 2 shots with the Zeus ult just destroys him. Hunter trying to stay alive because his stun pops his ult. He's got reinforcements coming in. Wisp relocates in, but Franz just can't stand up to the damage so far. There's no way. And they're just gonna save 1, lose 2 on the back end of that, and that's a double kill there for the Weaver. So much right clicks coming out. I mean, Franz has so much farm, but he's got nothing. The only thing that gives him stats really is he's got, you know, the branch, Akla, it's okay, but
Dire's top tower.
he's still just so fragile here.
Weaver
Ravage-
actually won a Ogre Club.
Who?
Weaver. Is Ogre Club a part of Diffusal?
No, he had the recipe on the courier. I think that might be for TA for something.
I'm wondering if Weaver might actually go Ags.
Ravage. Yeah, we've seen it before. The Wisp is doing so
If you
much to keep
can-
everybody alive. We need vision here. There we go. Blade Free will finish him off. And they're splitting up everybody. The Earth Spirits is just kind of ignored. They wanted to get the Dazzle here. They got 3 heroes here, so they're just going to settle for the Dazzle. And actually, Zeus still stuck around. They pop the mech, and they're good to go. Franz gets a double kill. Seder taking on all combatants. So they get 3 on the back end of that. So that's a pretty big goal change this early.
Yeah. The problem here is Weaver went a farming item and he's trying to like fight,
Yeah.
but he has no damage.
Radiant's mid tower could use a
Definitely should have went Decimate.
Radiant's gone and fortified their structure.
Well, TA is providing enough damage, and I think with the BKB they'll be all right. It's
Radiant's mid tower's getting the what for?
She just got focused that fight though,
oh yeah,
and then
Oh, yeah.
when she goes down, then they have nothing basically.
yeah. Gorgs is
And
working.
they actually have enough. They have enough heals to survive through Earth Spirits Magnetized too.
Yeah, that's why I definitely agree with the mech pickup, because the blink really wasn't
But yeah,
necessary because they've been initiating on the Tidehunter when everyone splits up. He's been the focus, so I mean you saw the first
yeah, I'm
Ravage.
curious to see if this is going to be a BKB on Weaver or if it's going to be Ags. Because if he gets an Ags and he uses it on TA,
Oh my
she
god.
gets full health back. It's going to
Yeah.
be insane.
Yeah, the support
But
Weaver did that. I had Egg Scepter and then went Octarine Core, so it's like a 16-second cooldown, which is absolutely insane.
if it's BKB, he'll be able to survive Ravage. But then again, you have Juggle ulti, so I don't know. Does Diffusal take a tether off of Hero? Could that be a reason why he got it?
That might be a dynamic that I'm not familiar with. I mean, because I'm still kind of I was in the back of my head. I was trying to think of different things that he could use for that. I mean, maybe I don't get enough Wisp players in my pubs, Cody. I apologize. I'm not familiar with that dynamic. Definitely keep an eye
Yeah,
on
you
that
know.
though. I mean, has he used any of the chargers yet? I mean, I know they only had one fight. No, he hasn't used any. Support Kunko.
All
What
right,
the?
carry on.
Looks like they're gonna get the smoke and they're just gonna go right into Roshan. Honestly, I don't even need all four of them there. But yeah, they're gonna.
Yeah, I like this play. Take it away from Words and Base. You get it. You can basically take D2 bottom and top, 2 towers. Should you win a fight? So
Radiant's top towers bad. Radiant
Yeah,
good
let's-
play. You have it on your TA now.
Yeah,
It's
so
time to go, boys.
eggs be damned. He has 2 lives anyway. So
Radiant's top
I mean,
towers
when they focus the TA, they can do a really good job of taking him out of the fight. But it costs so much, and it costs so many heroes that they have to
Radiant's
commit
top
for it. So
towers
I don't know.
Dire's mid
Words and
tower
Base has the rat Dota though. They could easily take that tower and just have the Wisp bring him back.
Radiant's
Could, but they're
Right.
also getting pressured mid, and then here's their Blink Ravage finally up, and Alex is doing so much damage. They popped the Jug ulti in the back, and both the supports is getting destroyed here. Zeus actually gets his ult off. They pop the mech, and they're gonna keep going here. They're not even worried about the Weaver. They don't really care. They found the Zeus. That's 3 down.
top towers in bad shape.
Oh, oh no. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The Weavers, yeah, they don't really have any contain for the Weaver after that.
Radiant's top towers hurting.
I really like that Hunter went for the blink though. The instant stun is huge. So
I don't
blew up
know
the
why
TA.
this Weaver went.
Yeah, it's very
Why
peculiar.
did he go Dragonlance? I don't.
That's what he's going
Like-
for? Oh.
Yeah, he has a Dragonlance. I don't understand it. It doesn't give you damage. It's 10 damage,
Radiant's mid tower could use
and you don't need attack range.
Yeah.
Like a Death Soul on Weaver is one of the best items because you have
Radiant's
2
mid
attacks
towers coming apart.
essentially with Geminate attack. Like he could be destroying that Wisp, but not now because
Radiant's
Wisp
mid
has a
tower's
Ghost Scepter.
getting banged
So.
up.
Yeah. Gorgs is actually he's just behind the Tide and the ranks. I mean, obviously there's a discrepancy between the two, but I mean he's found a lot more farm than he was expecting for sure. You pick Weaver against a Wisp, you're not expecting to survive this. I mean, he's only died twice in the game, which is remarkable. It's a big reason
Yeah,
why
he
they're able to stay
He
in
has
these
too
fights.
many. He has too many assists. He was a part of all those kills, not dying. But yeah, I think this game
Disown their top
is in Words of Base favor for probably the rest of the game now, unless they have a big throw like they did the one game.
Oh,
But
there's your diffusal. He's just strictly for the slow. There's nothing else, and the Wisp is tethered.
wait, whoa! The Wisp goes out without him?
Yeah. Well, he couldn't tether through the magic immunity, correct?
Yeah.
There was Blade Fury, and yeah, there you go. He has a Ghost Scepter, but that's really just stalling for the inevitable. So, first diffusal charged used just to slow down the Jug. So, we weren't
Blink
just
on
like
TA.
We weren't just like fantasizing of something that couldn't happen. They're just using it for its standard usage. Yeah, I thought there was something I was missing. Like, yeah, you could diffuse. I don't know, like you said, the tether or something weird like that. But
Probably one of the most pro plays I've ever seen is Alliance S4 was playing a Bat Rider, and the Wisp went to tether, and he threw his
Flame
I don't know
break.
what the hell. Yeah, I thought it was called Flame Break. Just wanted to be sure, but he threw it, and it knocked the Wisp backwards and canceled the tether.
Oh
It was
my God.
I didn't know that was possible, and
Oh,
it
good
was
to
just.
Next thing they want to go on this, Hunter blinks in, stuns Weaver right away, and they're not going to be able to commit the Jug ult on that. Ravage is available, but he's nowhere near any of the enemy heroes, so just going to stick
They
by the
could have
creep
fought
wave.
that.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Actually, there's
Not
looks like
sure
there's some
why they
fighting going
didn't.
on here. Like, this battle of supports here, and Kunkka's just going to TP out. There's your Ravage. Wisp actually gets a kill on the Weaver, so that's going to be a lot of gold going to him. Zeus going down again. He's just not getting much off in these fights. He pops his ult, and then there's little much after that. Now they're hunting down the Dazzle, who has enough for a grave, but no TP, so he's going to go down as
Yeah.
well. So 3-for-1 trade in the end.
Thing I'm seeing with Radiant here is like they do the damage. They had Jug probably at like 10 HP, but then they don't finish him off, and
Oh
he
my
runs
gosh.
away, gets a healing ward.
Speaking of finishing off, luckily there's a haste rune on the T, otherwise she would have died again.
I'm seeing a lot of hesitation from Radiant here.
Yeah,
Like that last fight, you were doing a shit ton of damage. The Tide was silenced, the Earth Spirit. So like that's your time to go, guys. They were hesitant.
Yeah, they definitely had an advantage as far as the right clicks went, and it's just now it's too late. It's too late now. I mean, Jug went S and Y, so he's got the stats. He has Blink, so he can get in and out of the fights a lot easier. Greaves and Blink finished on the Tide. Like Wards and Base has so much more farm than they did when these fights were going. I mean, they were losing, but then they were breaking even on some of them. Now that's not even an issue anymore. They have enough farm and enough stats that they can survive the initial burst damage, and now like Zeus is just kind of an annoyance. Earth Spirit really not too much of a factor than the silence and the brief stun. And then like we talked about many times, Weaver not going damage until now. It's kind of hurting
Is
him.
he going? I hope he goes for a rapier, just because I don't think there's any other item that is gonna bring them back.
27 minutes, rapier time. Maybe. I mean,
his item choice was just bad. Like, you needed to win this early, so you needed that Deso.
yeah.
And he didn't go it. Like, this is his 4th item, and he's finally getting damage. Like, you need to go Deso, like, 2nd item after boots, not, like, 4th.
Yeah, it's a little too
So
late at this
they kind of
juncture.
blew it there. So I say, late game, you're not going to win against a Jug DK.
Oh.
Just say screw it and just go Rapier.
Alex is going Aghanim Scepter on Tidehunter. Picks up the point booster early. God, see, this is the kind of damage they could have been capable of the whole time. They do pop the Zeus ult. Okay, so the Greaves comes offline, so they're able to save it. But Zeus ult is down, so that's huge. Okay, so they're able to pick off the poor support Kunkka again. He's 0-6 right now, but
Radiant's top.
Yeah, if I'm Weaver, I say YOLO. Just buy a Rapier.
The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
I don't know.
Because if they can survive the Jug ulti and he comes out of it, and they have so much damage where they just focus him, he'll die.
Oh my gosh, like that?
Structure.
One attack. Omni is up and level 3. There's your Ravage on to 4. Jug comes in, but it's TA's taking all of it. She's got shallow grave, so she's gonna be alright for the time being. No one's dying yet. Kunkka's actually back into the fight. Greaves is popped, and I mean, they're just disengaging. And Wisp is just gonna tip
Kill
on
the
out
healing
of there.
ward, boys. The healing ward.
Yeah, it's still there. They're not even gonna bother with it. Tidehunter actually makes it out, so Zeus is the only casualty. And Healing Ward MVP of that fight right now.
Like, Franz wasn't even microing it, and nobody attacked it.
Okay, so Jug just he already has a really nice net worth lead, but they realize they need a little bit more lockdown, so he goes to the Basher, likely an Abyssal to come in the somewhat near future. And if you can get that on the Weaver and just blow him up, I mean, it's gonna make their lives a lot easier.
Yeah, their
There we go.
squishiness is really starting to show.
There goes the gush, and they got the stun, and they can blow him out. Great force staff, so he can grave himself and wait for reinforcements to come. But it's just the Zeus. Okay, actually TA pops in too. They get another X marks into the torrent. Bash, first hit. And TA's got one.
Yep. EA had save your friend syndrome right there. As a carry, you cannot save your dazzle. you don't do it.
It happens. Well, you see how many times that they've let the Kunkka and Wisp die? It's part of it, man. It's part of playing support.
Radiant lost one of them.
Kunkka's actually had the same items for about 15 minutes now. It's so sad. He's died so much, and now Franz is gonna take all their stacks as well, just for good measure.
That's another thing too that I didn't even think about is the frickin' boat. When you have that on a DK, when you have that on the DK and the jug, and they don't take any delayed damage, and like I said, they have so much heals. They have the healing ward, they have Gorgs, they have the mech.
Now Greed.
Just a well drafted team by Words and Base.
Dylan doing his thing. Alright, so
whereas Radiant is more just try and push damage type, but
yeah, I mean Zeus has been working on his second item here for over 20 minutes. He's working on a Yule Scepter, but he's still a ways to go.
yeah, I'm not that big of a fan of offlane Zeus. I feel like he's one of those heroes where you need him to like dominate, and if he doesn't, especially against this team with so much heals, he just...
Yeah, Alex is over halfway done with the Egg Scepter too. The range on that's just absolutely ridiculous too. TA posturing. She's got Blink, so she can take him out in 3 hits here if she wants to. Just kidding. 3.5. Frank Crisp will go down for yet another time. But yeah, I mean that's...
Finally has a BKB now, so no Ravage effect on her, so hopefully she can just right-click and smoke.
Up, and they're going to run head-on into him too. They're going to find the Jug out first, blinks right onto him, just blows him up there. Huge gold streak going to the Zeus, so he'll definitely need that to finish off his...
This is where you hear them yelling straight down mid.
Beautiful, beautiful blink. Good reaction time from Alex here. Ravage is up, so they're going to be able to fight this, but without the Jug, it's going to be really, really difficult. He can buy back if he wants to, so...
If he doesn't, it's a Rax.
Oh, there you go. There's your Mario jump. Yep. Buys back. They pop the Ravage. Only gets it on 2, though. Hunter blinks in. A lot of damage on the TA early, but she pops the BKB, and she's ready to turn it now. Juggernaut comes out. It's not really doing that much damage, though, to the TA. I mean, she's walking it off. It's not easy, but she'll be okay with the BKB. They need to get vision here. Weaver actually pops out just in time, is able to save himself. Kunkka goes down one more time.
Oh my god!
Jug dieback.
just made a great play.
Yeah, well they left her alone, so she blinked right in. And that's a dieback for the Jug here. Hunter hoping to get some sort of collateral here. They can actually kite this out. Okay, they pop the Greaves, which is huge, but Tidehunter, uphill gets the kill. All right, there you go. Hunter turning around with the Wisp. Gorg's just doing overtime here. Still, the dieback is just gonna be, that's gonna haunt them later for sure. They get the Grave out. They're trying to find him. They can't find their Spirit. He's gonna boulder and TP out here.
Yeah, that was miss targeting by Happy Branches. Why the TA?
We got some ratting going on here. Nope, they just want to take. They want to get one more kill just to make sure that they can hold these guys back. And actually, Gorgs is gonna die. Poison Touch will definitely take him out. So Hunter's here by himself.
DK is trapped.
Yeah, he's
trapped. It's stuck.
He's gonna take the Walk of Shame here. She's buying back, and I think they want to go on this. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
they're gonna punish that for sure. That's a huge miscalculation there from Warts and Base. Trying to get greedy and going across the map, but no, that's.
Yeah, that last fight, it was just miss targeting by Radiant. I don't know, like, You obviously want to go for the hero that has a low HP and kill them first, but it's a Tide Hunter. He's tanky as all hell, and then you have IO who is charging up the DK. I definitely think that TA should have killed the IO or the DK first while they were half health, and then focus on Tide. He's just
Tide's
too
actually
tanky.
all by his lonesome here, and they seek him out. Blink Dagger's still on cooldown here for the TA, but the Roll Boulder will come in and stall him. They get magnetized off, and they can blow him up fairly easily. TA one hit, Zeus finishing him off.
No Ravage, I say you push this. Get the
Well,
Ravage.
yeah, and Jug has no buyback, so I mean, if he dies, it'll be good to go. So yeah.
That last fight though, man, that was amazing. Jug ulted TA, and she just went invis, and it canceled his ult, and
And
then
whiffed the
she
boat.
just melded him, and
Yep.
he died.
This
It was
is gonna
awesome.
be a Rex for sure. DK gets blink, but I mean, they gotta go in now. Omni Slasher's up. There's the blink stun. They want to be able to pop him right now. Jug's going in. He wants more value for his Omni Slash, but he's actually gonna get a bunch of creeps in the Dazzler who's brave. Wow. And TA's still full health here. I mean, they're doing a little bit of kiting here with a DK ult, but she's ready to rock here momentarily. So much armor too with the Dazzle ult stacking right now. So look at the Wisp and the Tide's still dead right now. So they want to finish that
Yeah, they're
range
gonna-
racks off, but I think they're gonna be okay with what they got there.
Yeah, they're gonna go Roche. It's a smart idea.
Might as well. Wow. Kind of nervous to check the graphs. Yeah, that was a huge lead for Morts and Bays. Had over 12k and XP lead, and that we're pretty much almost back to zero. It's about 10k XP swing in the last 5 minutes or so,
Yeah, welcome to Dota.
right? Imagine what
Everybody was complaining about the
rubber band, baby.
like you never came back. Then they changed it, then they changed it again, and now it's back at the point where like you lose one fight, and they get like 8,000 gold, and they're just back in the game. I think it's kind of ridiculous.
A little bit.
But
Teach
then
you to
you'd
play
have
more
people that would
conservatively.
argue. Yeah.
Teach
But
you
the
to
Weaver actually went a Monkey King bar.
Yep.
Made me sad. I wanted a rapier.
28 minutes calls for rapier. Well, not quite a rapier, but TA is working on a Big Daddy crit stick, so as if she wasn't doing enough damage, so that'll help out a lot here.
I've had games where we were up, and I just said, screw it, I'm going rapier. I'd buy it. And then if I would die, I would just go and buy another one to make up for it. So,
Yeah, well, you have to have one in the stash, right? And you
Yeah.
get an Aegis to help counter out the drop effect. And then you die anyway, like whatever. I got a backup one. I'm not worried about it.
but with the MKB, you saw he just annihilated the Jug in the last
Jeez.
fight.
Hunter has so much armor, but TA really doesn't give a shit at this point. Pops the BKB, gets out of the X-Torrent, and Boat combo. So Boat is down 2 for this fight. They threw everything on a TA who just touches one button.
I
and
don't
is good
think
to go.
she should have wasted a BKB there.
Nope, because of this. The Blink Ravage goes in. Hunter Stun pops his own BKB, and they really need more from these Jug ults. Kunkka goes down for like the umpteenth time, and they're just gonna try to delay TA from murdering their base. Franz is still there, but he's all by himself now. They just blow up the IO, and Franz is dead. No buyback. That's a free Rax, and they can go
Yeah.
back and finish mid too.
Nothing left.
He doesn't. Yeah, that's GG.
Yeah, they just call it, man.
Dire's top rag.
The words and base throw, man. Said if they don't do like they did before, they'll win. But
B-Dunk wasn't even in this game, and they still threw it away. Yikes.
yeah, in the end, like Jug is a good hero, but if you don't have, I mean, he kind of had right click, but he would go
Yeah.
into ulti, come out, and then just get murdered.
Yeah, I mean, I don't argue the stats or the blink whatsoever. The SNY and blink pickup I'm perfectly okay with because they needed it for that early burst from the TA initial, the Meld Strike, Blink Meld Strike, the Zeus obviously burst and what have you. But yeah, I mean, then if the Omni Slash doesn't go your way, which it rarely did after the 20-minute mark. I mean, yeah, he had like 7, 8 kills to start out, but I mean after that it was just like support pickoffs. Whenever he was counted on to do like major damage in team fights, it just wasn't there. So, for Happy Branches takes game 1. You think they're gonna change up the draft a little bit, or was this more like execution loss here for Wards and Base?
I think it's a little bit of both. I don't like the Kunkka pick. It was good early, but once, they got a BKB on TA, Weaver could just Sakuchi out of the torrent quick enough. And then you have Earth Spirit who's flying around and shit. So Andy went 0-9. That's nothing against him. I just don't like Kunkka's support. So maybe change that pick. Other than that,
Yeah.
I think they were fine. But at the end of the game there, TA misplayed that. When you have Aegis, you never want to pop BKB. You want to save it for when you come back up. And she popped it early. And when the other team makes a misplay like that and they still win,
Yeah.
you just,
We saw some of
like,
that last
it's,
night too. We saw last second panic BKB and then you have nothing for your Aegis respawn. So maybe a small
Yeah.
mental lapse, but doesn't cost. There's no real penalty here for 4 Happy Branches, so we'll take game 1 and take a couple minute break and we'll get right into game 2 for you guys.